and out. Like I can.
Evening, Yoga Kids, friends, family, relatives, and everybody in between. My name is Sam Watkins, Kids International. Welcome to our YogaKids.com open house. We're so excited that Sunday evening. I've got the chat open. Let me know that you can see me, hear me, and that you're ready to get brand new YogaKids.com website and website experience. Fortunate joy to have the lovely and talented Anne on with me.
And your audio does keep cutting out. Can people chat and tell me if it's just me?
Or people can chat. Yeah.
And say, put in those headphones. Make my life easier.
Okay, we'll try the headphones instead of the big impressive microphone. Is this any better?
It is better.
Good. Okay.
The big impressive microphone is still a great prop, though.
Yes.
Leave it there.
I look a mess, and I haven't shaved in days. My hair's all messy, and I've barely showered, and that's mostly because I've been working so hard on this website that we launched on Monday of this week off of what we were in development on, and presented it to the world. And since then, I've been working on it. You've been working on it. Our wonderful Jess has been sparkling the heck. Still working on it, but really excited that it is getting to a place where we can and kind of show off what we've been doing, and more importantly, what we've got planned for the future.
Absolutely.
Section.
Absolutely.
So guys, feel free as we're to ask questions either in the chat section or in the Q&A section. If we pass over, we kind of breeze past it quickly. Let me know, and we'll dive into it a little deeper. But this is just kind of going to be an overview and what's coming up in the future. So, are you ready to rock, Anne?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. So let me go. I'm going to share my screen and introduce you to all new. Can you see that okay?
I've got a black screen, but.
How about that?
It says Sam Watkins is presenting to everyone, but I still see a black screen. Oh, there we go. There it is. Fabulous.
Fun,
our new homepage. Woo!
Our new homepage. And one of the things, that we really wanted to do is make sure that your home online can find things quickly and easily. And that was kind of the big YogaKids.com. And we really serve, YogaKids is a big company that services a lot of different people in a lot of different ways, and we wanted to help the various who come to community and to our business who are looking for training and support and to help children through yoga find exactly what it is that they're looking for. So right off the bat, you've got educators, an area for people who are in yoga and want to train and teach yoga to students. And then we have, of course, a place to shop. So right off the bat, you can kind of get exactly where you're looking to go. A website out there, a standard navigation that'll get you where you want to go. Want a lot of people to notice, though, is we have a secondary navigation up at the top, and I think you can see that up here. Or if you're a CYK or YKT or
YKA.
YK.
and YK.
The section that you're going to want to go to is the online university. We're going to show you that here in a minute. And you actually had that name picked out. I thought it was brilliant and genius. A good place for people who are learning to get started. If you are not seeing us right now in the chat, go ahead and refresh your screen. If you can't see us. So any place that you want to go to, we have our magical garden that we're building out. All of these are different sections in the website. So whatever it is that you come to YogaKids for, you can find your spot very quickly and easily. And we've got a lot of great content throughout the site, including our blog, a lot of free information that you can use to learn about yoga, learn about children and educating children through yoga. And so just a lot of great resources that we have
and that we're building out. Those are community articles too. I mean, those are written by our community. So, YKAs and CYKTs that want to submit articles, that's where they go, on the front page of our website there and in the blog section of our website. And
that's a great place that's a great way to get exposure for yourself and for your business. If you are a member of our community, contribute to the community. And that's a really great way to get exposure for yourself and for your business. Speaking of some exposure, we have, one of the things that we're wanting to do with our new website is really feature our community, because we've got some great people who are part of our community. And so right now we are featuring an upcoming Taste of YogaKids, because the Taste of YogaKids is a great opportunity for people to expand their business, get more involved in the community, and to show and introduce the YogaKids experience to parents and teachers and educators and other yoga enthusiasts and instructors. So we really like the Taste of YogaKids experience, and so we want to help promote it and help anybody who's doing a taste or an event in their local area, help them show off and get more attendees, because that's what we're here for, is to help your business grow. As always, I'm logged in right now, but we do have a login right on the homepage. So a lot of things that we've worked really hard on is making sure that things that you're used to seeing is still available. Whatever. The peace sign.
We wouldn't do that. Well, yeah, never get rid of the peace sign.
Yes, never get rid of the peace sign. It was very important. So yeah, a lot of great ways to feature people and to have members of our community contribute to the website. And we are always happy to accept submissions or ideas or recommendations from anybody in the community to add to the content of our site to make it very feature rich. I don't want to go through all of these pages, Anne. One of the things that we are really, that we really like, and I know you're a huge fan of Tools for Schools. And so one of the
pages are so pretty. This page is so pretty. It's so nicely laid out. This is our Tools for Schools program. This is all about what it does, the benefits of it. It's a great page. It's loading so slowly on your
well, and that's the thing. Our site is fast, and it's gonna get even faster. But because I'm broadcasting live right now on a Wi-Fi, it's gonna be very slow. But education and yoga in education is probably one of the most important things that we do, because there are so many holes and gaps in the education system right now. My roommate works in the Palm Springs Unified School District, and I kind of know firsthand that there's a lot of opportunities and a lot of need to help kids reach their full potential in the classroom and prepare them for the future. And so we wanted to put together a great piece of information about our Tools for Schools program, and really give it the platform and the base to grow and expand, because we're not done creating pieces of this, are we, Ann?
Oh, no. We're going to expand it. We're going to expand it into an online program for teachers this year. Create some videos and an exclusive Facebook forum and newsletters and content geared specifically towards teachers. So we'll be offering that this year as part of it.
Yeah, a lot of the programs that we've got already in place are fantastic on their own, but there's a lot of plans in the works and a lot of projects that we're already in development on to make them even better. And OM at Home and Tools for Schools are just two examples of pillar content or pillar programs that are really going to grow and expand as we move into more of 2016. And having this website really is giving us the foundation to be able to do that. Now, as a certified YogaKids teacher, again, part of the support that we want to provide for you as members of our community is a listing. And so finding, having you listed on our site so that anybody can find you in their backyard is one of the great services that we want to provide. And one of the things that we want to make sure is, as we are creating more content and featuring more of our certified teachers, is that we have up-to-date information. Mm-hmm. So we want to make sure that all the information that we have of you is the most up-to-date that we can. Photos and addresses, if you have a physical location, your own website, your own phone number, an email, whatever.
Class information.
Class information.
Classes. Well,
yeah.
Whatever you want to give us, we'll put it up there. So.
Mm-hmm. And that is just, again, just to really help make sure that your business thrives and that you can reach the audience that you're looking to reach and affect the lives that you're looking to impact. So that's just, a couple of the areas of the main website for YogaKids. We have subsections of this website, and it's really kind of cool. So if we want to go over to the shop right now, you'll notice, and that we kind of have a little bit of a visual clue that you're in a different section of the website. We've changed the background color from purple to green in the shop. So you kind of get the sense that you're still in YogaKids, but you're in a different area, and that area has a different purpose. And this is, of course, our shopping experience. And here you can access any of our great products that we have available for use in a class or for use for yourself. We have all of our foundations, all of our certifications that are fantastic. And we really, I think this is something that we can be very proud of with YogaKids, is we have a very healthy library of books. And I think that anybody who wants to impact children should have a healthy library of books that kids can learn from and explore with.
And we're still building this out. I mean, and
Absolutely.
that is one of the things of 2016 too, is to get more and more products up here.
Mhm. And what and what products does our community want? What are they leveraging right now
Absolutely. I
that
mean, we
we
can
can
ask that
use?
to the people that are here right now. I mean, what do you want to see in our shop?
Hmm.
What kind of things can we offer you?
Absolutely. Because anything that we have is available to us. And we can add it in there and make it available to everybody.
Hmm.
I'm just kind of going through a few, just making sure that we don't have any other questions that need it addressed. But yeah, so shopping, the experience really hasn't changed a whole lot. I don't think. The navigation is pretty. Jess sparkled the heck out of this and made it just the cutest
I know.
experience,
It's
as
adorable.
you would expect from YogaKids.
Absolutely.
We're a cute, fun company with cute, fun stuff. Um, it's just so cute.
It is so cute. It is so cute.
Let me get this back. So what do you say? What should we? I'm kind of flying through this a little bit, and just kind of checking back and forth with questions or whatever. But let's take a peek at the university. What do you say?
I think that's exactly where everybody wants to head to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the university is basically your all-in-one stop for YogaKids learning experience. And any type of training that we have for parents, educators, or trainers, teachers, will be in this section. And this is, again, one of those areas where we needed it to be robust and expandable, because while we may have a few products right now, we're going to have a heck of a lot of stuff in the future. And so right now we've got our Om at Home program for parents, and it's an entire course that parents can take to learn about YogaKids and the YogaKids style of learning and teaching, and then bring that to their household. And you have little ones, and they have all been exposed to YogaKids. It's how has it impacted them?
Well, with my son, it's pretty amazing because he does use it to calm himself down. When I know that on occasion he'll get really mad, and then he'll go to his room and he'll do some yoga, and he'll tell me later, I did some yoga to calm down. So energy regulation is so important, and kids need to be able to take care of themselves emotionally. And that's really where yoga comes in, is it's not so much that we're teaching them what to do as much as we're teaching them to take care of themselves. We're giving them tools, essentially. So
Yeah, absolutely. And the Om at Home program right now is the exact same one that was on the old site. But as we mentioned earlier, this is one of those pillar areas of for growth with the
yes,
YogaKids community, and we're going to take
absolutely.
this and really expand it because so many parents need that same type of experience and those same types of tools, and kids need the ability to, like Ann said, regulate their emotions and make good choices and be able to help themselves through problems and issues and situations.
Don, our ringleader, is asking me about questions. He said, "Are you getting any questions? Are you getting?"
Well, I'm getting a lot of questions from Don.
What is he asking? What does our fearless leader want to know today?
Well, looking at video webisodes and the speed of loading explanation.
We already talked about that, and then yes, we'll talk about episodes later.
Yep.
Yeah.
And let me just go over. Can you see the Q&A section?
I can't see the Q&A, but I can see the chat window, and I just told them to post there. You can, everybody can post questions on the chat window too, and that's fine.
Up at the top, you should have some white areas, and if you click the
Q&A.
question mark, you'll get the Q&A. So if you are back in the university and you are a YKA or a CYKT, you'll have a very special section all of your own. So let's go take a look at the CYKT, our tree group. So we have our saplings, the Yoga Kids apprentices, and our trees, Yoga Kid certified trainers. And again, we wanted to make the navigation very easy so that you can get exactly where you want to go quickly and easily. And so we've put together all of the different sections, and this is all locked off. So you have to have the correct permission level on your account in order to access this. And I guess that's something I haven't really covered yet. I'm logged into the system, but if I log out, I will not have access to any of this stuff because I don't have the I'm not a member. So the username and password that you've always used is what you're going to use going forward. And back on the home page with the purple peace sign is a place where you can log in. You always have a login up at the top of the page. So there's a lot of ways. We make it very simple for you. And if you ever have any questions or if you ever get stuck, you can always email technerd@yogakids.com. I thought that was a clever name for myself.
I think it's great.
Thank you. Thank you. So if you are a CYKT, for example, and you want to refresh yourself on a particular pose, we have an entire library of poses in our pose catalog. And this is one of the sections that you would have access to once you are a certified Yoga Kids teacher. And it's an entire library with videos so that you can refresh yourself and learn, or be able to teach different poses. Cute. So yeah, and pretty much everything that you expect to be there from the old website is there. And you can access it hopefully much easier and faster because of our navigation. One of the things I really like, we have been very happy with our master mentor sessions that we have started to do in video format just like this through Google Hangouts. This month I'm doing a master mentor hangout, and they're all archived here, so that anytime if you miss it live, you can always go and access it. And this is one of those great resources for continued education and continued learning. And this is the Kim's favorite things and the items that she uses in her class that she really likes and that students really respond to. So a really great way to come up with new ideas for your own class, and what works for other people that might work for you as well. So the Master Mentor section is a great archived resource for just great content. And that's really what the Yoga Kids University, outside of the training section, these sections for our CYKTs and YKAs are just great resources of information for you. And
we're going to continue building those out.
Absolutely. This is the type of stuff. Actually, it's funny because Don asked me a few weeks ago, he's like, is there any point in time where the website is done? And I said, no.
No.
Never done.
I bet he loved hearing that.
I know. It's never done, but it's at a point where you can launch it. And we're constantly, just like a child learning, or just like your own yoga practice, it's always evolving. It's always growing. It's always getting better. And if it's not, then you're doing something wrong.
Yep.
Um,
Absolutely. Well, let's check out the YKA area.
oh, okay.
And can we show a little bit of the LMS? Is it going to load for us? Because it really is quite pretty.
Yes. The LMS will not load right now because I have it in preview mode. I haven't published it yet.
Oh, okay.
But so the LMS, or what I'm calling level 2 certification, is a fantastic course. And anybody who is already gone through it and is a CYKT, or who is currently going through it, you'll know that on the old site, it was cumbersome. Don't you agree? It was difficult and hard. And when we were looking at, do we need a new website, and what would we ideally want it to be able to do, online training was one of the biggest components. And when you guys can get into the level 2 course, which will be next week, it'll be up and running. This is, it starts out, I don't even remember, like I set up a password on it. I don't even remember what the password is.
Right.
But you have everything broken out. You can see here in module 1, you have all your different sections.
I think what we're really excited about is that the workbook is that it stores all of your assignments and all of your answers in this easily accessible workbook, which is different from how it's operating now, where it's kind of you submit it and who knows kind of
where it goes. Yeah. You and your mentor, you and your instructor have access to your content all the time. And unlike our current site, if you get done with a section and you submit all of your coursework, you don't have to wait on anybody to unlock another section. The system will unlock it for you automatically once you've completed your assignments. And then you can always go back and look at them. It will be an archive of your work that will be available to you going forward.
We still want to tell people to save their work locally, just because it is a best practice. I'll say that now, just because you never know. Tech is tech, but and people just should. It's just standard, it should become standard practice for people. But I am excited because I don't think this is such a much more stable program and innovative and just easy to manipulate this program. The current one, the arrow buttons for the navigation are like so tiny, and I can't even find, I can't even see what I'm supposed to do on it. So I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, it's going to be a great learning experience. And that's kind of what we're all about at YogaKids, is making sure that we have the best learning experience possible, so that you are armed with the best information to really thrive in whatever your goals are. If you are looking to teach children, if you are an educator wanting to bring it to your classroom, or if you're a parent, we want to help you be the most successful with your goals. And this learning platform is one of the key components of that. Okay. So YogaKids University, the YogaKids shop, and the main YogaKids home are 3 of the 4 sections of our new website. We have, of course, also, for the little ones, our magical garden. And I'll be honest with you, Anne, this is a beautiful, wonderful place that I haven't really touched much of yet. because our Sparkle captain has really taken charge of it. But again, this is one of those great areas for expansion and growth for the company and for our members, because when you can get kids engaged in a learning experience online, they become captivated. And the Magical Garden has a lot of content on it already that is free to use, but we're gonna be able to provide additional learning opportunities that both we develop and our community members develop and produce for the Magical Garden. So there's a lot of great opportunity of teaching, of interaction, and of growth for kids in the Magical Garden, and it's going to be a magical place.
It is, and I hope that is one of the places where we can feature the webisodes that Don brought up, that we are in development on, because they're just kid-friendly 5-minute video pieces about yoga and learning, educational fun videos for kids. So.
Well, okay, so tell me a little bit about those, because I got excited about them when you first explained it.
Yeah, well, do you remember Schoolhouse Rock?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, that's kind of where my head was with Schoolhouse Rock, because these 3 to 5 minute segments that teach, and Schoolhouse Rock, it uses music. It's all the segments are songs. Whether you're learning about multiples of threes or how Bill becomes law, you're learning something. So it's that same idea, but applied to teaching and integrating yoga. So if we're doing a segment on, we have one that's all about the planet Venus. So you're going to learn about Venus, but along the way, you're going to integrate movement into the learning. So, let's all go visit Venus. Okay, let's do rocket pose. And the idea is that if we integrate movement into the learning, and we show teachers how to do it, we show kids how to do it, that the learning, it's kinesthetic learning. They'll hold on to it longer. It'll be deeper learning. And they'll have to pay attention, because any second now they might have to get up and move. So they're going to pay attention to what it is we're talking about. And of course, we're going to, make them fun and sparkly and animated and, fun for kids to watch.
Right.
You wouldn't think that a bill becomes a law is fascinating, but we all remember that. Mm-hmm. So hopefully it will have the same kind of success. We're going to build it into a YouTube channel, and Sam, I look forward to you helping with that and making it, a wonderful success. So.
And yeah, and these are all still more things that are going to be available, for our teachers and our trainers to be able to utilize in their own practice and in their own classes. So we're really, we've got a lot of stuff in the pipeline that's going to help take the YogaKids mission and just expand it in big way, and make sure that our trainers and our teachers are the best in the industry. And when you are thinking about, teaching and using yoga to enhance a child's life, you want to think YogaKids first and foremost for that.
Absolutely.
We did a quick browse through of the website. What other projects or other items that's upcoming can we talk about? Because we just have a couple more minutes here before we want to make this event short and sweet. If you guys, the website is open, it's available. Please go in and shop and take a look around, kick the tires. And if you have any questions or problems or need some more information, always feel free to email me or Anne. And my email, of course, is technerd@yogakids.com. But so what other What other
Well,
stuff
I
kind of let out of the bag?
on that CYKT homepage in the Yoga Kids University, I'm really excited about getting a button up there for workshops, and really, not a lot of our community are doing the workshops, and I know why. I think I know why. I'm not going to say I know why. I'm going to say that we need to do better in providing resources to our community to make them easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because the ones that do it, they make $500, $600, $700 in 3 hours. You know, they do promotion and whatnot for it, but they make a good deal of money when they do them. That's why they do them. But not enough of our community does them, because I feel like they need simpler resources, and it's my goal to make it something where it's almost like a Tupperware party, where you have your friends over to your living room and you do a taste, you do it. And so we're going to be revising it, maybe shortening it, but really making it accessible, where you get a script that's really easy to follow, objective, you know, what it is you're doing, the activity, and it's all right there. The material is right there for you. We're going to host a webisode, or not a webisode, a webinar with our successful our teachers that do it successfully. They're going to come on and talk to us about how they do it and what works for them. But I'm really excited about giving our community those resources.
Yeah, I think that really sums up the two big things and the two big areas that we are most excited about in 2016 and moving forward is not only the online learning, which, you know, we talked about with the university, and really having a lot more of these live video presentations, but also immersive learning online, that you go at it on your own pace, and that you get a really good sense of the material and the community. But then the other pillar is what you're talking about, is events. And I think we have some great events already, and the more events that we have planned and that we can roll out for other people to be able to host is going to be really great, because people want that. You know, you want to learn on your own sometimes, but you want that experiential event. You know, you want to get out there with your community and meet people. And you know, Yoga Kids can put on some really fantastic and fun events that is full of learning, eating, yoga, bending, you know, meeting, greeting. There's so much great stuff that we
one
have.
of the things that we've been talking about for a long time is the you know, doing something for our community, our CYKT, another continuing education retreat, a destination retreat. And that is something that I would really like to see happen. And, you know, bring our community back together, a live event, somewhere fabulous, somewhere where I can get a tan and it'll be fun. But that's something, and that's something that we really want to plan, something that people want to do, though. And that's where it becomes important for us to really ask everybody what it is that they want, and what can we offer, what it is that they need. Just as we said when we were looking at the shop, you know, what kind of items do you want, you know, but what, you know, would you like more education, a continuing education retreat? Where would you like to go? You know, what are you looking for from us?
And then the technology platform is now here and set, so that when we do those types of events, and you're able to make them or unable to make them, you can still participate. So, you know, continuing education online and events are really kind of big focuses for us. And thankfully now we have platforms that will allow us to do that. So I think that is about all of the time that we have. Like I said, I wanted to keep this very short and sweet. And is there anything that we didn't cover that we need to make sure that we touch on before we sign off here?
No, I think obviously we're still we're still working on the website. We did show you most of the big pieces. There are other little pieces that are still incoming.
And other pieces that are up there, that are up and working fabulously, that we just couldn't cover in the short amount of time. I mean, there's sections and upon sections.
But we're excited to move forward, and one of the things that we should talk about very briefly is that we do want to start having a few public forums, public webinars, where our community gets a chance to invite everybody they know, and they can find out what YogaKids is in this sort of platform. So look for that as well.
So that brings me to the last point, which is really for any of the YKAs who are currently in the middle of a module and they are currently working on their level 2 certification. We've made an announcement and sent out a couple emails, but it bears repeating. We would like you to continue using the old system for the time being. We will be switching everybody over to the new system, but we're going to do it thoughtfully and gradually so that your experience, your learning experience, is not
disrupted.
The links are still available community on the Facebook, and then there was an email that was sent out. But if you have any questions, reach out to Alicia, reach out to me, because we do involved in your level 2 training. We want you to continue on the old system. The old system is still up. It's still fully functional, but it's there. Don't want you to be interrupted or inconvenienced in any way. We want you to continue on that, and we'll be reaching out to you within the next to help you transition over to the new learning platform and continue your education.
It's worth the change.
That's it for me. It's worth the change.
It is.
It is worth the change.
Might be a little scary.
Yeah.
But
that's why we're here. That's why we're here, is to help make any questions that you have and to make the process a little less scary and a little less intimidating. So again, my email, Techry, anytime you want, or you can just reach out to me on Facebook, Sam Watkins. I'm around and available and accessible. Experience the new website, see what it's all about, find out what all's in there and what new things that we have for you community. Oh, and I think that's it for us. Oh, thank you very much for being my my co-host here during our open house for the new YogaKids website.
My pleasure.
And spending some time with us this evening, this Sunday evening, wherever you may be. Please, again, we are you, and that is the most important thing, is to make sure that all of your needs in the YogaKids world are met, and that's what we strive to do. So we thank you again for your time online. Talk to you soon.